What if, for a mere 10 seconds, Earth's rotation halted, plunging our world into an impossible freeze? Imagine the air standing still, the oceans turning to glass, and every living thing caught in a moment of suspended animation. Such an event, while improbable, offers a fascinating glimpse into the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. For those 10 seconds, the very laws of physics we take for granted would be seemingly suspended. The consequences, while short-lived, would be nothing short of extraordinary. Let us embark on a journey to explore the science behind this chilling hypothetical scenario. The most immediate effect of Earth's sudden freeze would be felt in the atmosphere. The air, which is usually in a state of constant flux, would suddenly become eerily still. Air, normally in constant motion, would come to a standstill. The gentle breezes that we take for granted would vanish, leaving an unsettling calm. Winds would cease, and the delicate dance of clouds across the sky would halt. The sky, once a canvas of ever-changing formations, would become a static painting. Birds, mid-flight, would find themselves suspended, their wings locked in place. The sight of an eagle frozen in the sky would be both mesmerizing and terrifying. This sudden stillness would be more than just eerie. It would have profound effects on our planet's delicate atmospheric balance. The natural rhythms of the Earth would be disrupted in ways we can scarcely comprehend. The jet streams, those rivers of wind that circle the globe, would dissipate, disrupting weather patterns in ways we can only begin to imagine. The weather systems we rely on would be thrown into chaos. The delicate balance of gases in the atmosphere could be thrown into disarray, with potentially long-lasting consequences. The very air we breathe could change, affecting life on Earth in unpredictable ways. The oceans, covering over 70% of Earth's surface, would undergo a transformation no less dramatic. Imagine the vast rolling waves that have been in perpetual motion for millions of years, suddenly coming to a halt. The constant motion of waves, driven by wind and the pull of the moon, would cease. The rhythmic dance of the tides, a force of nature we often take for granted, would be no more. The surface of the ocean would turn into a vast, glassy expanse, reflecting the frozen sky above. This serene yet eerie stillness would be a stark contrast to the dynamic, ever-changing seascape we know. Beneath the surface, marine life would experience this sudden freeze in a variety of ways. The delicate balance of the underwater ecosystem would be disrupted, affecting every creature from the smallest plankton to the largest whales. Fish, their gills no longer able to extract oxygen from the still water, would face a desperate struggle for survival. The lack of movement in the water would mean a lack of oxygen, leading to a dire situation for marine life. Coral reefs, already under threat from climate change, could suffer irreparable damage. These vibrant underwater cities, home to countless species, would be at risk of collapsing. The intricate web of life in our oceans would be tested as never before. The interconnectedness of marine species means that the impact on one could ripple through the entire ecosystem, leading to unforeseen consequences. Section 4, 10 seconds of silence. For us humans, the 10-second freeze would be a sensory experience unlike any other. Imagine the sudden halt of all activity, the abrupt cessation of every sound and movement. The world around us would fall silent, the constant hum of civilization replaced by an unsettling stillness. The usual cacophony of life, from the chatter of people to the distant roar of traffic, would be gone. The air, normally so full of life and movement, would feel heavy and stagnant. Dust particles would hang suspended, caught in a moment that feels both eternal and fleeting. Yet amidst this frozen tableau, our own bodies would remain strangely unaffected. We would stand as living statues, aware of the stillness but unable to interact with it. Our hearts would continue to beat, our lungs would still draw breath. The rhythm of life within us would persist, a stark contrast to the frozen world outside. For in those 10 seconds, while the world outside stood still, the processes of life within us would continue unabated. Blood would flow, neurons would fire, and thoughts would race. It would be a stark and unsettling reminder of our own mortality, our existence fleeting in the grand scheme of the cosmos. In those 10 seconds, we would confront the fragility of life and the inexorable passage of time. Section 5, the thaw and its tremors. As quickly as it began, the 10-second freeze would end. Earth would resume its rotation, and the laws of physics would reassert themselves. But the world that emerged from this brief period of stasis would be forever changed. The atmosphere, its delicate balance disrupted, would erupt in a fury of unpredictable weather. Hurricanes, tornadoes, and storms of unprecedented ferocity could rage across the globe. The oceans, their waters suddenly in motion once more, would unleash tsunamis that would reshape coastlines and devastate coastal communities. Section 6. A new reality. In the aftermath of the 10-second freeze, humanity would be left to pick up the pieces. The world as we knew it would be gone, replaced by a new reality shaped by the forces unleashed during that brief, impossible moment. The 10-second freeze would serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence, the delicate balance upon which life on Earth depends. It would be a wake-up call, a call to action to protect our planet and ensure that such a scenario remains firmly in the realm of science fiction.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. That's all for Nifty Narration.